Hello, everybody. Um, Spurs never make it easy, do they? They never, ever just give you a simple 90 minutes of football where everything goes to plan. There's no stresses, no worries. No, that's not the right way, is it? Not the Spurs way. The Spurs way, people say, oh, yes, beautiful attacking football. It's all this. No, the Spurs way is stress you out into an early grave. That is the Spurs way. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, last night Spurs qualified top of the group of their Champions League group to progress into the last 16 of the Champions League with a 2-1 away win in Marseille in the south of France. It was a very, very stressful game of football to watch if you're a fan. We'll start off with what happened before the game. Don't know if you've seen the pictures or seen the footage, but the Marseille Ultras set off a load of fireworks above the Tottenham Hotel about 1:30 in the morning, I think it was. Obviously trying to get inside the mind of all the Spurs players, trying to tire them out a bit, trying to intimidate them. So yeah, that was quite a welcome to France for Spurs. Obviously, you know what you're going to get when you go to the Velodrome. It's one of the great stadiums in France, and Spurs had one clear objective: just don't lose the game. Obviously, after last week's 1-1 draw against Sporting Lisbon at White Hart Lane, or the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, if Kane's wrongly disallowed goal had been awarded, we wouldn't be in this position. But that's what it is. We were, and we just needed to avoid defeat. That first half, let's talk about that first half straight away. It was so bad. I can't portray to you how bad it was. You need to watch it. Well, actually, don't watch it because it wouldn't be good for you. But I have never seen Spurs play so badly in 45 minutes of football. What contributed to it? I don't know, but a lot of people were thinking and saying the same thing on Twitter, on social media. Here we go again, Spurs in a big game are performing like this. It was, I haven't got words to tell you how bad it was. The amount of times we gave the ball away, Loris saved us a few times. It was shocking. I think that a left-footed wing back on the right-hand side didn't help. Obviously, Sonny's injury, we need to go into Sonny's injury a little bit, didn't help as well. If you didn't see it, Sonny suffered a very, very bad concussion halfway through the first half. He was down for about 4 or 5 minutes and he just couldn't go on. It was such a bad concussion, a whack to the side of his head. He had to go off. He stumbled off the pitch looking very, very unwell, actually. It was a bit of a worry. And we brought on Yves Bissouma for him. Get into that in a minute. The Sonny injury, now we need to see if he is suffering from concussion, which I'm pretty sure he is. The reason why it's such a big deal, obviously it's Son, it's one of our most important players, but Premier League concussion protocol states that if he has got a concussion, he needs 6 clear days of recovery. We play Liverpool on Sunday. So if he has got concussion, we miss Sonny. We already don't have Kulusevski. We already don't have Richarlison. It's looking very, very thin up top. I mean, Harry Kane absolutely run himself into the ground yesterday. Mora was the other attacking player in the 3-5-2 when Bissouma come on for Son. He, again, run his socks off. His pace, he's very, very quick. But we missed Son and we just lack that cutting edge going forward when we go into a 3-5-2. I just don't see where the goals come from in that formation. Obviously, we're very, very strong from set pieces, given the arrival of Giovanni Vio, I think his name is, the Italian set piece coach. But, the injuries are piling up for Spurs up front. And with Brian Hill, I don't think he's got what it takes to be at Spurs. I think he's a bit too lightweight. That's going to be a real worry. We just have to pray that it was a nasty bang on the side of head and it wasn't concussion for Sonny, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that first half we went in 1-0 down and it was a very grim place to be, Tottenham. Tottenham Twitter, you could say, was not happy at all with that performance, me included. It was just so bad, with so much riding on that game. Credit to Marseille, they absolutely flew out and they battered us. And obviously, with all of the ex-Gooners in their team, it was a bit of a worry. Heading out into the second half, We just needed to get a goal from anything. And thank the Lord for Clement Longley, because I think he's been excellent since he's come into the team. He's added that touch of class, the left-footed, left-sided centre half in Conte's back three. I think he's been really good. Obviously, the loan signing from Barcelona. He got his head on the end of a set piece, 1-1, and to be fair, we looked a lot better in that second half, a lot better. I'm going to say something which it's not controversial, it's just funny. Emerson Royale made a hell of a difference in that second half. He come on, I think it was for Ryan Sessegnon, halfway through the half, and he was superb. He offered that natural width on the right wing. He's right-footed side, so he tends to cut out and stay a bit wider. Doesn't look to cut in all the time. I thought he had a really good game, and he kept Marseille quiet going down that side. They still had their chances from Marseille. The stadium was just incredible. The atmosphere, it really roared them on. Lloris made a couple of really good saves, but I think obviously the biggest bum-clenching moment was Sead Kolasinac's header at the far post. I think it was the 90th minute, 89, 90th minute. A big looping cross deep from the left-hand side found Kolasinac completely unmarked at the back post 6 yards out, and he somehow put it wide. I just don't know how he put it wide. But Spurs got away with it. They got away with it. It seemed to get their tails up a little bit. A draw would have done Marseille, but they kept pushing forward. I think that Mbemba, their centre-half, come out and said it wasn't communicated to us that a draw was okay. They were pushing for the win. They thought they had to win, and Spurs picked them off on the counter. 92nd minute, Kane and Højbjerg burst forward. Kane picked out Højbjerg perfectly, and credit to Højbjerg, he stuck a rifle in the top left-hand corner off the post, sent that little pocket of Spurs fans in the Velodrome absolutely mental, and Spurs qualify for the last 16, top of the group. Now, finishing top of the group is a very big deal. Obviously, you get a second-place team, one of the other second-place teams in the groups. You get the extra revenue that brings. Obviously, they'll be able to fund Conte's demands a little bit more, but I just thought the second half was such a good performance from Spurs. Compared to the first half, it was like a different team got sent out there. Obviously, there's a lot of factors. Conte not being on the sidelines. Obviously, it's Christian Stellini was there, his assistant. That must have made a difference. I think that Basuma, Royale coming on, I think they both really, really did... kind of steadied it a little bit, and they added that grit and determination that we needed just to stem that Marseille tide a little bit. Lloris had an excellent game. I thought Ivan Perisic was superb at left back. He just showed all of his experience in that game. I thought he had a brilliant game. And yeah, Spurs are through. Against all the odds, Spurs are through after that first half. Absolutely delighted with it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Who do you want in the next round? Now, we should, on paper, get a slightly easier group now, an easier draw in the knockouts, hopefully. But let's see what happens. And, we got away with one big time last night. Big time. So, Liverpool at the weekend. That'll be fun. Let's see what happens in regards to injuries and stuff like that. But, yeah, Spurs go marching on just about. Cheers, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care. See you later.